McDonald's, one of the world's most famous fast food chains. Convenient, always open, a place where families gather and friends hang out. But behind that bright yellow M and the smell of sizzling fries, something sinister lurked. Something I'll never forget. This happened 3 years ago when I was 17. I was desperate for a job. College fees were piling up, and I had no choice but to find work. After weeks of searching, I finally got hired at McDonald's. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. My boss expected a lot from me. Long hours, double shifts, whatever he needed, I had to do. I had worked there for 3 months, but only during the day. Then one day, my manager called me into his office. "You've been here a while now," he said, tapping his fingers on the desk. "I think you're ready for the night shift." I hesitated. I had never worked nights before, but I needed the money. "Night shifts are quiet," he continued. "Nothing to worry about." I agreed. How bad could it be? Saturday came, midnight. I arrived at McDonald's, exhausted but ready. My manager handed me a list of tasks: refill sauces, clean tables, mop the floors, the usual. Then he left, and I was alone. At first it felt normal. The silence was almost peaceful. But as the hours passed, the stillness became unsettling. By 2 a.m., something felt off. That's when I noticed it, a shadow outside the window. At first, I thought I was imagining things, maybe a trick of the streetlights, but when I glanced back, the shadow was still there, closer, watching. I shook it off and kept working. It was probably just my mind playing tricks on me, but then I heard it. A tap. Light, faint, but definitely real. I turned slowly, my heart hammering in my chest. The shadow was pressed against the glass, its outline barely human, tall, twisted, and its eyes glowing red like burning coals. My breath caught in my throat. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. Then it moved. Not like a person. No, it slithered, its limbs contorting in ways they shouldn't. It banged on the glass, harder this time. The entire window shuddered. I stumbled back, nearly tripping over a chair. The thing outside grinned. Its mouth was too wide, filled with jagged and rotting teeth. It reached up with clawed fingers, dragging them down the glass, leaving deep, bloody streaks. I couldn't stay. I grabbed the closed sign, hung it on the door with shaking hands, and sprinted to my car. The moment I turned the key, I saw it again, standing under the street lamp now, its head tilted at an unnatural angle, its glowing eyes locked onto mine. It mouthed something. I didn't stay to figure out what. Tires screeched as I sped away. I didn't even realize I was crying until I got home, gasping for breath. That night, I called my manager and lied. I told him I was sick and couldn't finish my shift. He didn't question it, but I never went back. I quit the next day. Whatever I saw that night, it wasn't human, and I wasn't gonna risk my life finding out what it wanted. Never. Even now, I can still see those glowing red eyes whenever I close mine, watching, waiting, maybe for me. Maybe for the next poor soul who dares to work the night shift at that McDonald's.